What's going on, guys? You know the deal. There's a new solo raid out, Ancient Judgment. So I was going through my roster. Then Starfire over here was like, Coach, give me a fight. You know, she's been going to the gym 5 times every week. And she's like, I'm ready. Throw me in. Give me a fight. And I'm like, anything for you, sweetheart. So here we are. With Starfire, she got the twin blade. There's Raven with the Norris Snow Globe. And then Silver Green Lantern. So I don't have to struggle to combo interrupt Master Chief Catwoman, the boss. Normally I would go something like Multiverse the Flash, Classic Wonder Woman, what else? Probably Justice League the Flash. Or Vixen. But you know the deal. Some of these bosses are pretty impossible to combo interrupt, and Master Chief Catwoman happens to be one of them. But yeah, the damage is looking pretty decent. All that gym work is paying off, baby girl. I see you putting in that work. I see you trying. Let's go. And I know a lot of you will think, oh, she's doing all of this because she's Raven. And my response to that is shut the hell up. You wouldn't be saying that if it was King of Atlantis Aquaman, would you? Would you be saying that if it was Orm or Black Manta? The deal here is, we have to tag out so we don't lose the Green Lantern shield. The deal here is, Raven is a very kick-ass support character in the game, alright? And I'm not gonna be one of those guys that see it as a flex when you do so much damage without Raven. She's there for you to push certain characters to the limits of what they are capable of. And as you can see, we quickly disposed of this boss with Starfire. All that gym work is paying, baby. I'm gonna give you more chance. Now over here, we are going to use the Speed Force team. Reverse Flash with Justice League the Flash as support character. Alright, we have the Kamidogu dagger on him, as always. Classic Wonder Woman is there right now as a support character because I still don't have the new character that's been released is still in the store that they want me to empty my wallets to, but nah, we're better than that. So the idea here is just to keep combo interrupting him till he dies, I guess. Which it's not gonna take long, alright? So for passive stats, I have a level 4 Crown of Kandak. And this is Heroic Mode 3, alright? So I get my super move done and I tag out because his super move does a lot of damage. Now that he is out of the corner, he's gonna be very annoying. Now my reverse flash is very strong, alright? Your reverse flash is not going to be ready to do this until at least you class ascend him to level 2. Which means you have to get him to at least 8 stars. I mean, a 7-star, 6-star reverse flash with a Kamidogu dagger will still do good for you in heroic level 1. Yeah, I had to pop off a special 3 so we can try and move him to the corner. He's not in the corner and he keeps backing away, and every time he backs away, he ruins my combo. Now, this dude should have been dead by now, but because of the annoying AI, you hit him and he backs away in the last second and avoids the last contact, and then he does the whole thing with the special. But now he's sitting in the corner, everything is fine. I mean, it took a lot of time to get him to the corner, but everything is okay now. We have maximum damage at 1000%. And he's dead. Now, I am really having fun here because it's a refreshing take on my whole characters, right? You guys should already know this by now. I'm about having fun and enjoying the game and not about no one-shots. I don't care about any of that. Because again, if you keep one-shotting all the bosses until the end of time, it's not fun. I talked to a guy who started using silver characters. The guy is probably at a 90 something threat level. He was like, bro, the only way for me to enjoy the game now is to use silver characters. And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. So over here we have King of Atlantis Aquaman with level 4 Crown of Kandak. Girl of Steel Supergirl with the regen metrics, and then Silver Dr. Fate with nothing at all. So this boss is immune to power drain. And there's a Harley Quinn boss. That's horrible. Man, look. She's just gonna keep just backing off into jump attacks. I hate Harley Quinn bosses as well. Okay, so she tried to back away at the end of my hit and I caught her, right? Good. So the only time we have to get the Girl of Steel damage buff out the way so we can do maximum amount of damage, right? I keep forgetting this is not my secondary account where I have that artifact that I can power steal with. I love that artifact. I've gotten so used to using it on my king, but I don't have it in this account. Okay, that didn't do a lot of damage. So yeah, this is what I will recommend, okay? If you're playing the game, I recommend you have 2 accounts. One account that you can actually push to the limits, right? Because, you know, everyone wants to have this kick-ass account they can show off to their friends. Nothing wrong with that. Also, you know, so you can be able to do a lot of damage when you want to. Try new things, basically. Me, personally, my goal in my main account from day one was to unlock every single character and use them when I please. That is my goal. All right. So the secondary account was actually opened by mistake when I temporarily lost access to my main account. And then it gave me this kick-ass idea where I can make content that will relate to the new, you know, you guys that are probably at the level of your accounts where you don't have some of the characters that I have. And then you're wondering, man, how long is it going to take me to get there? All right. So it's the reason why. And then on top of that, I find myself in a position where it gave me some kind of an epiphany, right? An eye-opening experience where I noticed that I have more fun playing in my new account compared to my old accounts. So we have maximum stacks everywhere, and we keep getting the power refounds from the Crown of Kandak. That's awesome. I love that. Man, look at all the damage buffs that we have active. We have King damage buff maxed out. We have Girl of Steel damage buff maxed out. We have the Crown of Kandak maxed out. Oh man. Yeah, that's a lot of damage. Again, this is heroic level 3. The damage numbers are gonna look low, but it's not actually low. This is the best that you can do. You can't do 2 billion damage when the boss that you're fighting is 100 mil. All right, it's heroic level 3. So right, we're about to take care of boss Raven. Oh yeah, like I was saying, I recommend everyone has 2 accounts. A laid-back account where you can kind of take your time, you know, no pressure, build your characters for fun. And then the main account where you can, if you're so obsessed with doing damage and catching up to the people that you see doing a lot of damage, there's no problem with that, all right? In the league raids, you need stronger characters, right? You can push it to the limits. And by pushing to the limits, you know, like really grind hard. Like really grind hard to try, you know. And all of that. Yeah, I hope you do know what I mean by that. So the problem that I have with this Mortal Kombat team is they fixed the hazard where the enemy doesn't have to jump out, right? But guess what? The AI just blocks. The AI blocks so much. That's why I have the God Killer. Okay, she died to the hazard, but I have the God Killer on Scorpion because the AI just blocks so much. Every time you try to time the tag in, like Raiden has to leave and then Scorpion has to come in, the AI just blocks so much, bro. And that's the thing with this game. They fix one thing and they mess up another one. Or maybe it's just me. All right? Hey, I'm not a complainer. The game is in a better place than it was a long time ago. All right, so this is going to be a relatively short fight. Not only because this boss doesn't have a lot of health, but Killer Frost just makes Beast Boy impossible to handle. And, you know, and Killer Frost is a character that I keep forgetting that I have in my in my account. Because she's only at 3 stars and I only have 2 gears. Look. Whoa, what is this fight, bro? It was a puppet of Zatanna on Beast Boy, and that's probably it. Oh, I mean, I had the Crown of Kandak for passive stats on Killer Frost, but as you can see, what? Killer Frost makes Beast Boy impossible to handle for the bosses, because you freeze the enemy on every special, and Beast Boy is all about spamming specials. Alright, over here we have Entangling Poison Ivy with the Dark Metal cards. Okay, that's not a good start. Boss Zatanna is something else. She has faster power generation, so she can use her specials on you, right? I see what you're doing, AI. And we have Zatanna with Zatanna's puppets on my side. And we're just gonna keep spamming specials at each other. My Heartbreaker Harley Quinn is only here as a support character, alright? She's here because of the 300% damage increase against stun targets, which means every time that I stun with EPI, I get increased damage. Alright, so we activated puppets and we're probably going to lose it. Alright. Oh, she hit me with a special. She blocked mine and hit me with hers. That's horrible. Man, I'm trying to play around with this boss and she's becoming annoying. Alright, time to end this fight. It's time to end this fight. I was just trying to have a little fun with this boss. And she's not having any of it. Alright, so that's Zatanna down. Alright, guys. Ancient Judgment has the hardest final boss in Injustice 2 Mobile. There are 13 solo raids, I think. Around that number. 11, 12, 13. Final boss, Ruler of Kandak Black Adam, is the worst. And you guys will find out soon enough why. The boss is the kind of boss that it doesn't matter if your threat level is 1 mil, 500k, or if it's 100 mil. You will struggle against this boss. That's one thing I can promise you. You know why? Because he tags you out every, let me say every 8-10 seconds he tags you out and tags in another character, right? And then when he tags you in, he first of all stuns you and then he doubles his damage buff. Every time he tags in a character, which he does every 5-8 seconds, he gets a damage buff times 2 and then he stuns you first for a couple of seconds, which means you don't get to do anything first. Let's see the rewards we have for this. Okay, we got Red Hood and we got a bullcrap artifact. I hate when these guys give me these these Azure artifacts. It gets on my nerves, man. Alright, so we switched over to the secondary accounts for you guys that have been waiting for that. And we are going to take down Mythic Wonder Woman. Mythic Wonder Woman. How do you say it? So we have to watch when you're fighting Mythic Wonder Woman, you have to watch out for that special one because it's armor pierce and the AI is just gonna spam it because it does a lot of damage. My Batwoman the Drowned is looking pretty good, you know. Like I keep saying, find yourself a good league and join a good league. Alright, so I was able to get my Batwoman the Drowned to 5 stars. Can you imagine? And I've been playing for only 5-6 weeks. 5 stars Batwoman the Drowned. Luckily for us, her gear, her versus challenge came around, so a lot of people are able to get her gears. So I got 3 gears now. I have, at the time of recording this video, I had 2, but it's updated to 3, and she's leaving today. So 3 gears, Batwoman the Drowned at 5 stars. It's not that bad. I will make the most of it. I mean, actually, it's not bad at all. If I get 3 of them to level 75, it's not bad at all. What? Alright, so we are experimenting a little bit here. Tier 1, alright? Tier 1 is, in the normal mode, is where you have to assemble your players, your teams, and see how you are going to use them progressing into the... Okay, so my EPI Raven is pretty strong. I mean, 450k is really not a lot, so I will use this on a higher health boss. But this is just me testing out the team that I'm gonna use advancing, okay? So one thing that I've noticed about this solo raid is most of the bosses are power drain immune, which makes things kinda challenging. I was really hoping for the Kingdom of Madness solo raid, because man, that solo raid is fun. There's a lot of crit resistant, crit immune bosses. Wait, how is he able to do a special on me when I am hitting him? I have the Swamp Thing shield right there, right? And I'm hitting this man. He is not supposed to be able to do specials, but I guess it's normal mode. And he did it again. This is me testing out my John Constantine Elder Swamp Thing team. But I can't do it because he keeps using specials. Man, normal mode, bro. You know, people watch my videos and they see a different take on something they are used to hearing and used to seeing. But it's because I'm grounded in my gameplay. My gameplay is grounded and is relatable. I will say it again. Normal mode is the hardest mode in the game. Because if it's heroic level mode, he's not going to be able to do a special on me while I'm hitting him. It's just not possible. So we got John Constantine the other day and we're testing him out. Okay, I was tagging out, right? I was tagging out, but oh man. Well, the only thing I can hope now is I'm just gonna hope that this idiot is gonna keep spamming specials. I'm gonna hope that my classic Wonder Woman is gonna have enough damage to take care of him. Or this just means that I'm gonna require 2 fights to take care of a boss with 200k health. Alright, so I keep spamming specials too, so I can blind him and then be able to hit him without him doing anything annoying. Special 2 again, so he's blinded and we keep hitting him. So yeah, I got John Constantine the other day from one of the chests before it went away, which is good. Super move by Swamp Thing to do more damage. Alright, looks like we got this taken care of. Normal mode bosses, bro. Combo interrupting is just not possible. Because the boss is just gonna randomly hit you with a special. The boss doesn't care. If it was heroic level mode, yeah, the bosses they cooperate with your gameplay. Normal mode bosses just don't give a shit. Man. Alright, so over here we have my girl, Silver Wonder Woman. Hats off to you, baby. All this is possible because of you. And we have Girl of Steel Supergirl supporting her, and then Power Girl. Okay, that was a kick-ass special 3 from yours truly. Okay. First damage buff. How did you still power drain me even though you missed on your special? And yeah, the thing about Power Girl, no, Girl of Steel Supergirl is this character is really insane. She gets solar shields from specials, which she turns those solar shields to damage buffs, right? Every time she does another special. But there's another way how she gets those solar shields that she transfers into damage buffs. Whenever she is targeted by a power drain effect, power drain, power steal, those give her solar shields faster than you would get from a special. Insane, right? Insane, right? Every time the enemy tries to power drain you, the enemy just grants you solar shields that you can switch and change into damage buff anytime you perform a special. Man, this girl is insane. Don't even get me started on her special too, which is a smackdown, which looks like a move pulled straight out of WWE. She lifts you up in the sky and slams your ass on the ground. I love that. I love that. So my baby girl Silver Wonder Woman took care of it, and we are going to take care of boss tier 1 boss Shazam. Now, in the early days of my game, right, I fought this boss and he was impossible to handle. Because of this blue chain. I don't know if Shazam is a rapper or something, but this blue chain, it looks cool, but it's pretty bad, right? You don't want this blue chain on you. Man, can you chill? Let me get a grip on the fight. Okay, the blue chain is back. And if you leave the blue chain on you long enough, it turns into a red chain. So every time he puts the chain on you and wants you to rap, tell Shazam no, all right? Tell Shazam no. I listen to rock and roll, not rap. That's what I do. So Shazam, stop giving me the chains. I love rap, but I love rock and roll better. So you get rid of the chain with an underhit. Every time you perform a clean underhit, you get rid of the chain. I didn't know that back then. I struggled with this boss, but look how easily I took care of him. Alright, so that's let's move on to tier 2. Oh man, I just know they're gonna give me a bad reward, but it's good, it's all good. Alright, so we are going to fight Raven. 4 mil health. So guys, I hope you learned something new from this video. I am not impressed with damage numbers, and neither should you, because anyone can pull it off with the right gameplay and the right artifacts. Alright? My gameplay, I lay a lot of emphasis on enjoying while you play. Because if you're not enjoying while you play, then why are you playing? It's not a job, it's not a chore, it's a game. Yeah, you can do all the damage in the world, but if you're not enjoying your gameplay, what's the purpose of it? Personally, I've reached to the point in my accounts where I don't care about damage numbers. I just want to have fun playing. And believe me when I tell you, I have a lot of fun playing. Eventually, you will get to the point in your okay, so that's Raven down. You will get to a point in your account where you will start building characters for fun. Trust me on that. You will get to that point where you will understand what I mean when I say you gotta play for fun. And I wish that on everyone. Push your account to the limit. Do the best you can. Don't be obsessed with paying for this or paying for that. Now, speaking of which, I saw this. I'm gonna attach it to the end of the video, right? I saw this It's someone sent it to me on Discord, okay? He was fighting in the arena and he came across this account where this dude has Classic the Flash maxed out to 14 stars. Now this is a character that is in the store on sale for $100. Now if you do the math, you will know how much this man or woman or whoever put together just to get that. Okay, so we have the most we do on basics is 100 and something K on one hit. Yeah, that is the power of entangling Poison Ivy plus Raven. I can't wait to showcase more, okay? So you do the math and you will know how much that person spent on the game for one character. I do not support that. Yo, we got Batman Ninja Catwoman on the new account? Yo, this is a win, my dudes. Because her arena season came around that I wasn't able to get her. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Like the video and subscribe to the channel if you enjoyed my content. Goodbye. Man, someone has a lot of money to spend.